Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Tuesday, June 23rd. 3 bodies have been found this year in vacant apartments at Asheville's Pisgah View public housing complex. Housing Authority CEO Ella Santos says all 3 deaths are suspected drug overdoses. The most recent was 23-year-old Rachel Tuck, discovered June 9th. Police say they've responded to 28 fatal overdoses citywide so far this year, including another death at Livingston Apartments. Housing officials say break-ins and squatters are ongoing problems, and some units sit empty for months due to heavy damage. A new full-time police patrol program in each of the Housing Authority's neighborhoods begins July 4th. Read more in the Citizen Times. Newly released court records are shedding more light on the arrest of former Madison County Chief Deputy Bronis Phillips. Phillips faces multiple felony charges, including furnishing controlled substances and deadly weapons to inmates, involuntary servitude, and 2 counts of assault with a firearm on a detention facility employee. He's also charged with 2 misdemeanors for allegedly providing alcohol and tobacco to inmates. The State Bureau of Investigation says he was arrested June 14th in Maricopa County, Arizona. He's being held without bond as authorities work to extradite him to North Carolina. The investigation remains ongoing. Read more at WLOS. State Senate lawmakers are reviving a proposal that would ban homeless encampments outside official city-approved sites. A Senate committee added the measure to House Bill 437, which would also make shelters drug-free zones and increase penalties for illegal drug activity there. The camping amendment would require local governments to designate temporary sites on municipal property, but only when indoor shelters are full and provide restrooms, water, and security. Republicans say it ensures humane treatment and safety. Democrats argue it limits choice and sidesteps broader housing needs. The bill now heads to the Senate Health Care Committee. Read more at NC Newsline. Several I-26 connector construction closures are changing Asheville Transit bus service. Routes WE1, WE2, and W5 are detouring and are no longer serving stops 914 and 915 on Patton Avenue. Those routes will bypass the Westgate Bridge and use I-240, exiting at downtown Patton Avenue. Stop 154 at Hill Street and Riverside Drive is also closed. Riders can use Stop 311 at Atkinson and Hill Streets and transfer at the ART station. NCDOT is also closing key Riverside Drive and Hill Street ramps. Read more at WLOS. And in an opinion column, John Boyle writes that Asheville has long been a protest town, and he's struck by the perseverance of some older activists. He spotlights 76-year-old civil rights attorney Alan Graff, who traveled to New Jersey to play music outside an ICE detention center, and 73-year-old Leslie Boyd, who continues weekly protests over Medicaid votes after losing both sons to colon cancer. Boyle notes most local protesters lean left, though conservatives have also organized here, with Boyle calling Asheville, quote, a very active political community. Read more in the Asheville Watchdog. If you've made Wake Up Asheville part of your local news diet, I would really love it if you helped our show by doing 2 things. First, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and please say a couple lovely things about the show. And second, please share Wake Up Asheville with friends and family. They'll love you for it. Till next time, I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for waking up to Wake Up Asheville.